Hello everyone, Spiritual Essence here, and as it says in the title of this video, I do have some sad news to share, and it's not just the channel ending, it's more than that. So, if you guys recall my friend Cody, I've talked about him on this channel quite frequently. We met on YouTube years ago, actually 2 years ago, and he had been a subscriber on my channel for quite a few years before that. And we started talking, and all of a sudden, we became friends, and we were friends for up to 2 years. Last week I talked to him like Tuesday night, and I hadn't heard from him after that. A whole week went by and I didn't hear from him. I tried calling him, texting him, nothing. Well, eventually I got in contact with his father on Facebook, and he let me know the sad news that he took his own life. And try not to cry here. It was incredibly tragic, but apparently he was going through something that he didn't make anyone aware of. I didn't expect it to happen. I was hoping that, maybe his phone was broken or something, but no. I found out that he did this last week. I didn't hear from him, and this week I found out like earlier Tuesday, and my heart's in pieces right now. I gotta admit, I'm gonna miss him, of course, dearly. We've been talking for 2 years. We played Minecraft together. We talked on the phone all the time. It was nice hearing from him. At the end of the day, I look at it like this, that, he had a choice to make, and he chose to keep things bottled up, and he chose to do the deed. And that's that he has to exist with now. If I know Cody, he's probably in the spirit world right now trying to find out as much as he can about everything. And if I know him even better, he'll be trying to find a way to come back and tell me. He was out there like that in the belief system that we had. That's actually what drew us to one another. We both had similar belief systems. And with his passing, it's made me look at my life and, where I'm going and what I'm doing and what I'm working for. And it has led me to make a few choices of my own. And one of them is to go ahead and end this channel. I would have ended this channel a while ago if it weren't for Cody, because Cody was the one who encouraged me to keep it up. And I know that a lot of the times he would be like the only like on all my videos. And when I made this channel like years ago, before it was on its own channel, I had another channel, and I feel like I helped a whole lot of people back then because I was doing more spiritual stuff. But I'm not doing so much of the spiritual stuff as of late. Just things have been busy, and life has thrown me so many curveballs. I do want to do spiritual stuff again. It's just now's not the time, and I just don't feel up to it. Not mentally, not physically. I'm more overweight than I was back then, and I definitely want to make change with that. I still hold my same beliefs as usual. It's just, actually practicing and studying the craft it's not happening right now. And that's not fair to you guys who come to this channel for spiritual guidance and things of that nature. I've tried to fill in the blanks with like spiritual advice or just regular advice in life, but that's not really a big sell. And as for the Minecraft videos, since I found out about Cody's passing, I have not been able to get back on Minecraft. Me and him used to play Minecraft all the time. In fact, he helped me with a lot of my creations. And I think one of my favorite things to do was when he wasn't on, I would, build these elaborate creations. And then when he would come back on, he'd be so impressed and he'd be walking around it, exploring, and then we'd play on that level. And I'm not saying I won't ever do Minecraft again. He hasn't completely ruined it for me, but it's just I cannot, with knowing so soon after that I won't ever have him on again. Oh boy. I'm starting to get emotional. But yeah, I think it's for the best right now to close down this channel. I'm going to leave this video up for a little while just so everyone can see and get the message. I do want to focus on something that's important to me right now, which I have been doing a lot of drawing work, and I have worked on some more little animations. And I do want to officially try and get an animation channel started this year, because I feel like I've been focusing more on that than the spiritual stuff. And it's actually going pretty good. I haven't made one full animation yet, but I'm making more progress with the drawing, and I feel like my drawing's getting better. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this video up for a little while. I don't know exactly when I'm going to officially close down this channel, but I'll let you know, and I will let you know. I want to try and get the animation channel at least up by the time I close this one. So if I do get that before I close this, I'll let you guys know, and I'll give you the channel name and all that, and I'll try to get some videos on there ASAP. But I just wanted to share that news with you guys, because I've just it feels like I've been barely existing through this last week, and just thinking about what happened, and it's still hard to believe. It feels like the world's lost a shade of color, and everything else just seems dull. And it's not just because it's winter time. So there's that. I hate to post such a sad, video, but just with that, and I was, just at work thinking about, what am I even keeping this channel up for? I mean, not many people watch, not many people have subscribed, and I'm not really putting out that spiritual information like I wanted to back when I first started this channel. So maybe one day I'll be back to the spiritual videos back when I'm up for it. But until then, keep an eye out though for that video about the animation channel. I do want to get that up sometime soon. And like I said, I don't know when I'm going to close down this channel, but I will be closing down this channel. I've made that final decision. So everyone, be well, and I just want to add this last message. Cody was a great guy, but he had a lot of issues going on. Stuff from his childhood and things like that. And I just can't believe that, I was probably like one of his only friends, and he didn't bear to share anything with me about like a lot of what he was going through. And if you're a person who's going through or someone who's going through that, encourage them to reach out, because I don't feel like anything is really worth ending your life over. I'm surprised that, someone like Cody, even though he had his issues, he seemed determined to live life, and still move on. But I guess we all have our low moments, and it's at that point when, snap decisions are made and we don't think clearly. So I encourage you, life is not always easy, but it's worth living. And I believe that fully. I will continue living my life till nature finally comes and takes me. And I encourage all of you to think the same way. Thank you guys so much. Be well.